My name is C.S. Samal. Full name is Chandra Sekhar Samal. In 1971 March, I was posted as SDO in the Islampur subdivision of West Dinajpur district. SDO is the subdivisional officer. So each district is divided into subdivisions. West Dinajpur district had 3 subdivisions, and I was posted in Islampur subdivision. The refugees started coming only in the month of March towards the end of it, and if you put the precise date, it will be 25th, 26th. They started to come in, and initially they started in big numbers to come in. We had difficulties, so the first step we took is to vacate all the schools, close them down, put the refugees there, and whatever relief materials we had, like tarpaulins, etc., we immediately procured some bamboos, constructed the, you can say, some sort of sets to accommodate them, arrange locally the foods and other things, and wait for the government orders, which took about a week's time to come. And till that time, we had to manage with our resources whatever was available. And then we got the help from the government of India. Directly the FCI started giving us the rice and other food grains. So it was gradually eased out. But the accommodation problem continued. So we had to initially put them in the schools and in whatever you said, the temporary accommodation with bamboo and tarpaulin. We had to select the sites where big camps can be constructed. And at the same time, while you are selecting the site, you have to see that hygiene part also. If it is a very plain land, then water accumulation will be there. Fortunately, we had some lands where there was undulation and there was no problem of the water going by gravity. So that was one place in West Dinajpur district, Berang, in my subdivision, where the largest refugee camp was set up. The number there was more than, you say 0.1 million, that's more than a lakh. To be precisely, it was 1.2 lakhs there. So in addition to that, there were another 4 big camps. The total big camps were 5, and there were 3 small camps. The total population of the subdivision was only 5 lakhs, but the camp population was more than 0.6 million. So there was a tremendous pressure on the logistics also. So when they started coming, first is the shelter. You have to find out where they will stay. That I have described. We took 2 stands. One is vacated all the schools. And wherever possible, we find that in the government places, rooms are available, we put them there. When that was all exhausted, and that particular area is very rich in bamboos, so we cut the bamboos from the area, the villages and also the forests, and we had relief tarpaulins. That is, in each subdivision, some materials are there to meet these type of calamities. So we use those things. And then next comes your food. Food we requisition from the food godowns. Subdivision had a food godown. In addition to that, at the district level, we had the FCI godowns, which was storing the foods. So we requisitioned the foods from there. And we had also contingency for the calamity and the reliefs. So we spent those amount to purchase the other materials, whatever were required for these people who had come. At that particular moment was so heavy and they were coming in streams. It was very difficult to talk to each one of them. We were busy finding out the places and to see that they at least are accommodated somewhere and they get some food. That was the prime thing. And only after about a month or so, when we could accommodate for more than about 70-80%, at that time we thought of thinking about the other things like their health and other things. So initially there was nothing, we were unable to think anything except these 2 items, shelter and the food. They were divided in different camps, And for each one of them, we had a small room that's about, you can put it slightly less than 100 feet, 100 square feet. That's, and in some cases, they were asbestos sheet and thatched, whatever was available. Suppose the asbestos sheets that was supplied by the government was in short supply, then we switched over to thatch. But at one particular moment, I will say toward the puja of 1971, everybody was in camps, and there were still some more vacant rooms also, because by that time during pujas it had stopped. And in November, even though some people from Thakurgaon side they came in, but that number was very small and they were accommodated. They were coming in trickles, almost right from 25th, 26th March till about, you can put it about November. They were still coming, but the number gradually had come down towards the end. And in between, I don't remember the time, I think during the rains, sometime in August or September, there was some sort of, nobody was coming at that time for about a month or so. Then again they started coming. So probably it all depended when there was crackdown on the Bangladesh side, so they started coming in. But I can tell you, even from the hint side, that in my area where 6.2 million, I won't say 6.2, it's 0.62 million, right? 0.26 million were there. No death was there in the camp. Not a single death was there. And my sub-divisional hospital and the doctors in the block level, they were immediately put to service whenever the refugees were coming. And initial medicines that were purchased, that was purchased from the sub-divisional level. And I don't think there has been any, well, quite a few deliveries also have taken place. But one good thing was, I could find out some of the medical students among the refugees who had come in. So I put them on the job, because I didn't have at the sub-regional level so many lady doctors or good doctors also. So these MBBS doctors were students and who were also staying in the refugee camps. I found out and put them on the job. I made a separate rooms for them, and they managed it. And at the same time, there were some male people, about 3, 4 in the Barang camp, who knew about medicines and also little bit of treatment. Might be they were working in some hospitals in East Pakistan at that time, and they had come as refugees. So I engaged all of them, because these were the resources which were not available in my subdivision, so they were in short supply. So I utilized all this, and everybody was happy. There has not been any tension, because I put the camps in vacant areas, on the riverside, on the slightly undulated areas where there was no village. This Berang camp was near the river Berang. Near there is one tea garden, that is the Daribit. So this was away from the normal villages. Then near the villages, there have been quite a few camps, but I always took the precaution of not putting them inside the village. So in the village, you will find some playgrounds are there. You go just cover it with the houses. So nobody had any grievance on that. Villagers were rather happy, because for managing these camps, we had to recruit the local people. So they also got the employment and we paid them. So there was a calamity. Local people have got some sort of employment. Wherever there has been shortage, we have utilized the refugees also who had the qualification or experience in that particular line. And in the process, I think nobody was aggrieved there. Well, I have not spoken to them why they have come. They have described it that there was atrocities on the other side. Lots of people have come. Actually, they have not been beaten up or they didn't have the injuries, only because of the fear. from the Thakur Gaon, then up to that side, Dinajpur, all these people, they said that Dinajpur has been occupied already. And some genocide is going on. They're killing all the people. So they came over. And there was another thing. They were afraid of one particular word that they used to say at that time is the Rajakar. So more than that, more than the army, they were afraid of the Rajakar. They said they come to the villages and rob us and take everything. They didn't say that they broke their houses, but they said that they robbed us and they killed us and other tortures they have done. And basically, I can put it 50% came because they heard the genocide is going on in other areas. Even the Dinajpur has been affected. Army has come into Dinajpur. And remaining 50%, they came hearing that such thing is going on. So how we will go to and put it that way. So you can say that injuries were there, but very limited numbers. And directly what we see here, what we saw yesterday in the documentary, I have not seen in my area, that is West Dinajpur district, that the people have been beaten up, bullets, injuries are there. Those people have not come. Some, mainly the young girls, I left 1 or 2 rooms where they started teaching the small children who were there. I had also a big room where all the medicines were kept, and these doctor students were studying the your whatever is the MBBS or something we say. They were managing it, so there has not been any problem. This continued till about December 15th, and after that, I was posted to your Bangladesh side. So I was attached to 202 Mountain Brigade, where from 8 guards, Mr. Samsar Singh's son came. This time also he was honored. Samsar Singh was there. And my duty was there as a CALO officer, Civil Affairs Liaison Officer, to see that all these refugees who were in these camps, they go back and settle in their villages. So those who were from the Dinajpur district, I didn't have any problem. And Rangpur also, I could go and see that they go to their villages. Trucks from this side, they used to carry them. And before leaving, we used to give them the ration. So for about a week, they never had any problem. Incidentally, I also visited some villages in Dinajpur district, because they were going to those villages. Whenever the truck was carrying them, I used to go with that and see they are going to their villages. Well, in 9 months, mud houses, no signs were there. The mud heaps were there only. But the people, they were very happy. They have reached their houses, and as soon as they reach that point, immediately they try to find out where the bamboo, what materials are available, and the next day you go, they have made some shelter. Of course, we had given every family the tarpaulins while living, but they utilized them, and within 1-2 days they started their own shelters. So that was a very good thing. They were really enthusiastic, and they were very glad that the freedom has come to them. So after seeing that they have rehabilitated, then I returned to India. That was early March. I left for Dinajpur to make the arrangements so that these people can come in. After reaching Dinajpur, I found that the government offices are there, even though less number of people. And one ADM Dinajpur was coordinating with us, and he was very helpful, and there had not been any difficulties. Well, we felt that I have done my duties, and my group of officers, they have done their duty. I myself couldn't have tackled that. It's the whole team at the subdivision level that has tackled it. All the BDOs, all my deputy collectors and the office staff, they devoted only to this refugee work. So all these people, they have handled the refugees in a, I will say, in a really tactful manner. And all the time, I was also moving in the night, they were also moving in the night, just to see nothing. These people have come for a cause, and they're in distress conditions. Can you just put a little smile in their face? Nothing more than that. You give them food, you give them shelter. You see if somebody is sick, give them medicines, and that will give some sort of smile in their face. And that is the happiness the whole team got it. And this honor that has been given, I feel honored, no doubt. But this is only because of that dedicated group of officers and the staff who worked almost 24 hours, I can put it, during those first 6 months. And gradually the load was much less.